Welcome to eLearning Today TV. Today is Monday, July 12th, 2010, and we are coming to you from the Learning Today office in sunny South Florida. I'm Lauren Grossberg.
And I'm Andy Keenum.
And we are here to bring you the best from our blog this week in educational technology and e-learning. If you're not following us on Twitter, which you should be at this point, I'm at LG Educator.
And I'm at A Keenum.
And also be sure to check out our website for free teacher and educator resources. All right. Our feature / school of the week, whatever you want to call it, is the Southern Oregon Education Service District, which is opening a STEPS Plus program, which is based off the STEPS program, which is for 5 to 21-year-olds with severe either mental or physical disabilities. And what they're doing is they're kind of taking over like a wing in an old high school that's not in session anymore, and they're going to turn it into this special program for these kids. There's going to be 2 groups, and they're going to have like, for example, a room's going to be with sensory, I don't know how to describe it, objects, I guess. So, for example, they're going to have a trampoline for students who, have a lot of energy and need to get it out. And they're also going to have there's these special sleeping bags. So people who want to be, like, confined, like, I guess, alone time, certain space. So they're just pretty much catering to these students, and they're going to have special aides and speech pathologists and occupational and physical therapists, and all these different types of people are going to be in the school every week. So it's really catered towards those students. So it's a chance for them to succeed in school that way.
Awesome, go Oregon.
Yes. Never been there.
Me neither. I want to go. Hashtag talk this week. I actually was out of town, so I didn't get a chance to participate or write a recap, but I did take a chance to look at some of the recaps that were written. Specifically, one that caught my eye was Tom Whitby's.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Reform versus Transform. If you don't know, he's actually one of the co-creators of EdChat, and the discussion was about how can we move education reform from discussions to actual action. And he talks a lot about what's stalling this from happening and what he thinks could be the one thing that we can all do. He talks about how right now technology is viewed as separate from education. We debate it all the time, its place in education, and we ask for more research, and we talk about if technology is going to replace teachers. But he says all this does is stall any movement forward for change. Technology is ubiquitous. It's everywhere in everything that we do, from communication to leisure to transportation, health, entertainment, manufacturing, communication, everything. And we don't question its place there. We don't question whether or not technology is meant to replace people in any other way.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we letting this happen with education? He says that technology is a tool, a literacy, a platform for our children. And quote, our children need to have skills that use the technologies that are ubiquitous in our society and the world. Educators do not need to teach technology, but they need technology to teach. And he suggests that the first thing that we really need to do is start training all the teachers that we know, and that we encounter every day on how to be more relevant for our kids and how to get past this fear of technology.
Very cool. All right. Watch and learn. This video is a slam poetry session from Taylor Molly. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I thought it was a really cool video. It's pretty much him talking about the passion he has for teaching, and it starts off with somebody in a situation. Somebody asks him what he makes salary-wise as a teacher.
I think it's a lawyer that asked him.
And yeah, a lawyer. And he goes on to tell him what he makes the children do, from sitting in silent in their study hour to showing all their homework. And it's just pretty much showing his passion for teaching and expressing it to other people and other teachers that should be so passionate as he is about it. And it's a really cool video. I like it.
I love the video. I saw it in grad school.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know what Joe Bauer thinks of Taylor Molly?
No.
He says he's a joke. And he's a schooler, not a teacher. I guess his point, Joe Bauer's point, is that we shouldn't be teaching kids to work. We should be teaching kids to learn. That grades are only experienced by kids as reward and punishment. And so he has a very, very interesting critique of this video on his website. But I do love the video. I just think it's interesting that there's such
I'm sure there are
big differences. So. Teach this. Okay, this week we're going to talk about building a personal brand online. I went to EduBloggerCon, and we talked a lot about how teachers can build a personal brand online, and that it's really important today, sort of as an e-portfolio, also as a means of getting employment, as well as just having a presence online.
Right.
And one way you can do this is by blogs. We've talked a lot about PLNs, but one way you can do this as far as building your brand and really getting your message out there and making your place online, your digital footprint, is by using blogs. And there's a new feature which you brought about this week. It's blogspot.com. If you use blogspot.com, which is connected to your Gmail account as your blogging platform, they have a new way that you can actually look at blogging stats, so you can track how many visitors come to your site, where they're coming from, what's their your most popular posts, who's linking to your site, things like that. So it's definitely a new feature that makes Blogspot just one step ahead of all the rest for creating your e-portfolio online.
All right. And e-freebies, we're going to talk about our own stuff because we feel like it.
Awesome.
I wrote about 3 ebooks for teachers and educators, which we happen to have on our website, which is crazy.
Yeah.
The first one is The Beginner's Guide to 21st Century Teaching and Learning, and there basically doesn't matter if you're a new teacher or not. There's tons of websites and ideas and pretty much ways to integrate technology into your classroom. You should know because you wrote it.
Yes, and one thing, there was a lot of buzz about this idea of 21st century learning at ISTE, and one thing that I want to say is that, you know, we're not trying to say that you need to teach technology. Just like Whitby said, technology is a tool, and I think that that's what this book does. It shows you how to use technology as a tool.
Yep. The second one, Podcast Made Simple. A lot of teachers do think making a podcast, recording, whatever is hard. This ebook, which you also wrote, will just pretty much show you an easy way to do it, what you need to do, where you can post it, what you need.
In 4 steps, so it doesn't take a lot of time.
Yes. And our last one is Professional Learning Networks. Pretty much some tips and ideas on how to build your network using blogs like Twitter, social bookmarking like Diigo and Delicious, and what else is there? Groups and forums.
And I think the best way to use this really, not only if you're a teacher, but I see it useful for administrators and coaches because they can just open up these ebooks and use them as teaching tools for their teachers. So check them out.
Yep.
What do you know?
Oh.
What do you know?
I know that a Swedish couple broke the law when they named their child this.
Wait a minute. Show. What is this?
This is a name that they named their child. Apparently in Sweden you have to get it approved if you want to name whatever you want to name your child. So they protested it and they named their child this, which is actually pronounced Albin.
Nice.
And needless to say, it was rejected. So I guess they couldn't name it. Also, another rejected name was Metallica that I read.
That's crazy that you can reject a name. Wow.
Yep. What do you know?
Well, the following sentence is grammatically correct. Buffalo, 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 buffalo.
Can you explain?
Pretty much any series of buffaloes is a grammatically correct sentence. The reason is buffalo's a homophone, and there's 3 different meanings. You've got your city, Buffalo, New York. You've got your noun, buffalo, bison, and your verb, which means to bully, intimidate, threaten, something like that.
So you can buffalo a buffalo.
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Nice. If you like our show, please give us 5 stars on iTunes, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. I'm at Keenum.
I'm an LG Educator.
See you later.